Hello. I swear I hate wearing this big headset. um, Basically, I wanted to respond really quickly while I had some time to your dumping question. I am tired. I've been moving in to my townhouse, and it's just a lot of work. But basically, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're getting sick a couple times a week, you're doing something wrong that you need to change. I know what you're going to say. I know that you don't particularly like to be on quote-unquote diets and you want to eat normally. However, you're going to ruin the tool faster than maybe you want to, because eventually certain things that might bother you now are not going to bother you later. So the faster your body starts adjusting to those products and those foods, the faster it's going to be that it doesn't bother you at all. And you say that you like having that feeling, well, that feeling will eventually go away and you won't ever get it. So just to give you an idea, and I hate doing this because I don't want to come off as though I did everything perfect or right, because I didn't, but I didn't dump for a year. And I only got sick where I threw up maybe 3 or 4 times initially after the surgery. After that, I didn't. And I had a really hard time eating. My surgery seemed to be so different from some other people's. I hear about quantities and types of food people can eat, and I'm amazed. I'm shocked because I still have a really hard time just getting in like 3 ounces of meat. It's absolutely insane. Um, so things like sandwiches, I still cannot do. I have to have bread toasted. So there's a lot of things that I just don't have and can't have. But in terms of dumping, you can actually dump from several different things. One being eating too fast. You can dump from eating too many carbs or sugar products. Or you can get a dumping-like feeling if something gets stuck, like kind of what you described. For me, dumping always comes, and I've probably dumped now 3 times. And dumping is always followed by a large amount of saliva in your mouth. At first, you get this feeling like you're really sick, you ate too much, like Thanksgiving Day times 4. And so, you lay there and you kind of like every which way you turn, it's kind of uncomfortable. You feel it. It's like, is it coming up? Is it going down? It's, just painful in some ways. And then all of a sudden, this saliva starts rushing to your mouth and your throat starts closing up. And for me, I've only ever thrown up from dumping. That's the only thing that's happened. And right after I do that and I throw up, I go and I lay down, and like 5 minutes passes and I'm okay. But like I said, it's only been 3 times for me. But usually when I hear people talk about dumping in the support group, it's always followed by the saliva. Your speech gets slurred. I know for me it does. You get sometimes disoriented, dizzy, lightheaded, things like that. I'm not sure if that's what you had or you just had a bad reaction. I don't know where you got this turkey burger from. I know you said you just ate the turkey, but that was probably fried like, in oil or whatever. And a lot of times greasy things really do not sit well. Like, if I have a chicken wing, like a fried chicken wing, just one bite, my stomach will just scream back at me. There's a lot of things. I tried a French fry, and that one French fry, I could feel it. It was like not a fun feeling. So it really just depends on what you're eating at the time when you get sick and what it could be. I mean, to me, it just sounds like that you had a bad reaction, or maybe it was just too much grease in your pouch, and you had a reaction to it. I don't know. But I will say again, if you're getting sick like 2 times a week, what the heck are you eating? You need to change something because you definitely do not want to do that, and you don't want to get yourself too used to foods that you shouldn't be taking in. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't know if that helped you at all, but anyways, that's what I've experienced. So, but you look like you're doing good. I haven't been around much to watch videos or whatever. I know you said that you were going to, oh, that's another thing. You said you're going to weigh yourself once a month. I understand this in some ways. I have a different opinion about that. I know as somebody who's been overweight, there are times that we've gone weeks and months and years without weighing ourselves, afraid of what the scale says. So when I started losing weight, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to do that again. I don't know, you and I have very different personalities and in the way that we approach certain things. However, I think it's healthy to at least weigh yourself once every 2 weeks because eventually when you get out, it becomes a habit. I personally weigh myself every single day. I don't freak out when I'm a couple pounds heavier. You know, I give myself basically 5, even 7 pounds before leeway, and I won't freak out. I'm like, okay, it's time for my period, or, you know, it's too much water, whatever it is. You know, I know like the next day or the day after that, it will completely fix itself. However, I do not want to ever get back into that zone where I let so long pass and then I have gained weight and then you end up getting depressed and you don't want to face the situation and deal with it. So that's me anyways. I would freak out if I went now a month without weighing myself. So I know for you, you're going to lose no matter what you do for a while now, but it's just about habits, you know, and you know, you have your reasons. And like I said, I don't know what your struggles have been in the, you know, losing weight, or if you've even gone weeks or months before without weighing yourself. I've gone a year, and then, you know, you get on the scale and you're like 100 pounds heavier. Like, ah! So, but anyways, that's all I have to say. I'm full of a lot of advice tonight, aren't I?